I want you to imagine for a moment that you are standing at the edge of a vast ocean, not of water, but of possibility. In this ocean, every ripple is a whisper from the universe, and every swell bears the promise of transformation. When I say, ask the universe like this, and watch your life transform, I invite you not to utter a mere wish, but to open a dialogue, a soulful conversation with the infinite. I speak to you now as though we were sitting together beneath a star-drenched sky, where whispers of the cosmos merge with the yearning of an awakened heart. There is a certain magic in the way our questions are formed. Have you ever noticed that when you ask for something from the universe, the very nature of your request can change its outcome? It is not merely about asking politely or with hope, but about aligning your inner essence with the rhythm of the cosmos. When you ask the universe like this, you are inviting it to respond in kind. Imagine your heart as a tuning fork. Every intention sends its note out into the vast expanse, waiting to be echoed back as life-changing opportunities. It's as if, when your spirit speaks clearly and with unwavering belief, the universe is compelled to conspire with you in ways that may seem surreal, liberated by the laws of nature. Consider what it means to truly ask. In our day-to-day lives, we often pose questions that are fleeting, half-whispered, and quickly forgotten. But when you truly ask the universe, you are engaging in a deliberate practice. It is a dialogue where vulnerability meets resolve. When you ask with your entire being, there is a shift from passive wishing to active creation. That simple transition, transforming a mere wish into a heartfelt inquiry, is where the magic ignites. It is in this space that every question you pose reverberates across the dimensions, stirring possibilities that lie dormant, waiting for the moment when you dare to call them forth. Let us explore the art of asking by reflecting on the nature of intention and clarity. When you set out to ask the universe for assistance, it is imperative to be crystal clear about what you desire. This clarity is not just about articulating your wants in words, but about aligning your inner vibrations with the outcome you seek. You see, before we can communicate clearly with the cosmos, we must first attune ourselves to a higher level of understanding. It means stepping away from the dissonance of everyday life, the noise of doubts and fears, and entering into a quiet space where your authentic self can speak. It is in that silence that the universe listens most intently. Imagine yourself at a quiet riverbank, the water shimmering under the gentle caress of sunlight. In that serene moment, as you observe the dance of light on water, you become aware of the interplay of questions and answers. Every ripple is like a thought. Every splash is like a response waiting to be interpreted. In this scene, asking the universe is akin to casting a stone into those still waters. Your intention is the stone, and its journey across the surface causes ripples that eventually reach far off shores. There is beauty in knowing that your inquiry matters, in knowing that every genuine question reverberates throughout the fabric of life. There is a deep wisdom in understanding that the universe operates on a rhythm that is both mysterious and magnificently ordered. The way it answers our calls is not random, but intricately woven into the tapestry of cause and effect. Ask for transformation, and the universe may bring you challenges that test your resilience, only to refine your character in the process. Ask for clarity, and you might first receive lessons in ambiguity that eventually guide you to a deeper understanding. In every case, the universe rewards vigilance and sincerity. It invites you to trust that even when answers do not appear immediately, the dialogue is still ongoing. Let that trust be the lantern that guides you through periods of darkness and uncertainty. I often reflect upon the idea that the way we phrase our questions reveals the landscape of our inner world. When you speak to the universe with gratitude and expectation, there is a subtle shift, a reframing in how you perceive reality. There is an almost alchemical quality to this phenomenon. With every deliberate question, impurities of doubt are transmuted into pure potential. It is as if your simple inquiry holds within it the seed of transformation, ready to sprout into a garden lush with possibilities. By asking the universe respectfully, you are nurturing that seed with the tender care it deserves, tending to a garden where hope blossoms into tangible experiences. Let's consider this idea. Every time you ask, "What do I need to know? How can I grow?" you are engaging in an act of creation. The universe is not a remote entity that merely hears your outbursts of thought. It is an intimate partner in the journey of your evolution. Much like a loving mentor, it provides subtle hints, serendipitous encounters, and even puzzling obstacles that, in retrospect, illuminate your path forward. The key is to remain open to the way these messages come. Sometimes the answer might be wrapped in the guise of a challenge. At other times, it might appear as an unexpected kindness from a stranger. The art is to notice, to remain receptive, and to engage with the unfolding mystery. Remember that asking the universe is as much an internal exercise as it is an external invitation. When you stand at the precipice of inquiry, you must be willing to look deep into the mirror of your soul. Ask, "Am I ready for this change?" And then listen to the quiet answer that arises from within. This conversation is often less about the specific words you use and more about the energy and authenticity that permeate each utterance. In this light, every question becomes a sacrament, a ritual of sorts, wherein your soul is both the seeker and the source of wisdom. Cultivate that sacred space within you, and notice how life begins to respond in harmonious ways. As you continue this dialogue, consider your intentions as you might care for a delicate flame. The universe responds best to a heart that is fully present, devoid of the distractions of past regrets or future anxieties. Engage with the moment fully, and let the soft glow of your inner light guide your questions. When you ask with confidence, you also clear the shadows where obsolete beliefs might hide. In doing so, you create fertile ground for new ideas, new relationships, and new opportunities to take root. There is a profound liberation in realizing that it is not about desperately trying to force a specific outcome, but rather trusting in the natural unfolding of life. Our cultural narratives often paint the universe as an omnipotent giver or manager of fate, yet the reality is far more participatory. The transformative power of asking lies in the interplay of your energy with that vast cosmic reservoir. When you consider that every answer you receive is a reflection of your inner state, you begin to appreciate that transformation is as much about change within as it is about external happenings. Every cosmic response is a mirror reflecting back your strengths, your vulnerabilities, and your deepest desires. It is an invitation to reclaim ownership of your destiny, a call to step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. Let me share with you a story, a personal anecdote, if you will, that illustrates this delicate dance. There was a time in my life when I felt adrift, overwhelmed by uncertainty, and burdened by the weight of unanswered questions. I remember sitting by a quiet lake during a long summer evening, feeling an indescribable pull from the darkness above. The starry reflection seemed to whisper a promise of clarity. In that sacred moment, I closed my eyes and voiced a simple yet profound query. "O universe, how can I move forward with courage and clarity?" I did not know what form the answer would take. I only felt that my question was being absorbed by something infinitely wise. In the days that followed, seemingly coincidental encounters and subtle nudges led me to new opportunities. It was as if the very air around me shimmered with new meaning. That experience taught me that when you ask the universe with humility and openness, life invariably begins to transform. The truth is that transformation is not about achieving perfection or arriving at a predetermined destination. It is about embracing the journey, with all its twists and turns, its moments of grace, and its lessons wrapped in challenges. When you ask the universe like this, you are not demanding that every moment be bathed in sunlight, but rather that you have the wisdom to dance in the rain. Every inquiry is an act of surrender, a letting go of the need to control every outcome, and a willingness to trust that the universe has a master plan woven intricately with your own dreams. This, my dear friend, is where true transformation begins, in the courage to ask and the wisdom to listen. There is an undeniable power in the simplicity of asking the right question. Often we get caught up in the complexities of our lives, overthinking the myriad possibilities until our voices become lost in the din of uncertainty. Yet sometimes the most profound transformation arises from a single, elegantly simple question whispered in the still of the night. What if becomes a mantra, a seed planted in the fertile soil of your consciousness. Allow yourself to explore the uncharted territories of possibility, to wonder what might be if you dared to dream beyond the constraints of your current reality. In that exploration, you realize that transformation is not a distant goal, but an ever-present reality waiting to be acknowledged. I encourage you now to consider the ways in which you communicate with the universe. Are you speaking in hurried, anxious tones, or are you allowing your words to be imbued with quiet conviction and reverence? The art of asking is intertwined with your ability to remain still, to listen deeply to the inner voice that always knows the way. It is in those moments of deliberate silence that the universe reveals the intricate connections between your dreams and its own grand design. Every heartfelt question becomes a prayer, every pause a moment of meditation that carves out space for the mysterious to emerge from the shadows of everyday life. When you ask the universe like this, you begin to realize that the process is not linear. The answers you receive may come in bursts of clarity or murmur gently over time. Sometimes the response is delivered through unexpected channels, a friend's kind words, a sudden insight during a quiet walk, or even a challenging obstacle that forces you to re-examine your priorities. It is in these varied forms that the universe speaks most clearly, in its own language of signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Learning to decode these messages is a skill that deepens with practice and with an open heart. Embrace every moment of confusion as part of the unfolding dialogue. It is often in the murkiness of uncertainty that the most vivid hues of transformation take shape. In our modern world, dominated by constant activity and endless distractions, finding the space to ask the universe sincerely can be a challenge. Yet, it is precisely in the midst of our busiest moments that purposeful inquiry becomes most transformative. Every breath, every heartbeat holds the potential to be a question posed to the infinite. Ask yourself, what does my soul long for in this moment? And as you settle into that gentle interrogation, you may find that the answers are subtly interwoven with the mundane fabric of everyday life. It is a revelation to understand that transformation does not always arrive clothed in extraordinary events. Sometimes it is found in the minute, almost imperceptible changes, the deepening of your empathy, the quiet strengthening of your resolve, and the gradual shifting of your perspective towards hope. I invite you to explore the realm of gratitude as an essential companion to your inquiries. Gratitude transforms the act of asking from one of desperate need to one of profound appreciation. When you express thankfulness for what you have, you align yourself with an energy of abundance that invites more blessings. In this dynamic, every question becomes a dialogue of gratitude, a recognition that even before your ask is fully answered, the universe grants you gifts in disguise. It is through gratitude that you begin to see life's coincidences not as random events, but as deliberate gestures from the cosmos. With every expression of thanks, you clear the path for transformation, welcoming the unexpected with open arms and a receptive heart. There is another aspect to this dialogue worth considering: the art of surrender. Surrender in this context is not about giving up or resigning yourself to fate. Rather, it is about relinquishing the need for rigid control over the outcomes of your questions. Trust that the universe, in its boundless wisdom, knows the precise timing and form of your answers. Sometimes, transformation requires you to step back, to allow events to unfold organically without the interference of ego-driven expectations. In these moments of surrender, you discover that the strength of your inquiry lies not in demanding specific results, but in embracing the fluid, ever-changing nature of existence. This act of surrender is itself transformative, as it frees you to be more fully present and more deeply connected to the subtle workings of the cosmos. In the grand dance of life, every question becomes an invitation to the next step, a prelude to a new movement of energy and insight. As you learn to ask the universe like this, you may find that what was once a solitary act of voicing a desire transforms into a sustained practice of conscious living. Each day offers a fresh opportunity to reset, to recalibrate your intentions, and to send out waves of inquiry that echo far beyond the surface of what you can see. It is not a matter of occasional grand gestures, but of a continuous dialogue, a rhythmic cadence of asking and receiving that guides your life toward a more enlightened state. Through this ongoing conversation, you begin to see that transformation is not a destination, but a journey, one marked by moments of clarity, invitations to growth, and the quiet assurance that you are always exactly where you need to be. Let us now consider the nature of language itself. The words you choose hold power, not just in their literal meaning, but in the energy they carry. When you speak to the universe, your words become incantations that shape your reality. Consider the difference between saying, "I hope for," versus "I am ready for." The latter resonates with the vibrational frequency of preparedness and willingness. It implies that you have done the inner work necessary to receive the blessings you seek. In essence, your words become a form of creative magic, setting the stage for the cosmic play that unfolds each day. By choosing language that reflects both reverence and determination, you open yourself up to a myriad of possibilities that might have remained locked away, dormant beneath layers of self-doubt and hesitation. As you immerse yourself in the practice of asking the universe, meditation and reflection can serve as valuable tools. Try spending a few quiet minutes each day sitting in silence, focusing on your breath and listening to the soft murmur of your inner thoughts. In that stillness, you may find that the question you intend to ask rises to the surface with surprising clarity. It might come to you as a gentle nudge, a series of images, or even a burst of intuitive insight. These moments, when you commune with your innermost self, reveal that the art of asking is not about extracting answers on demand, but about cultivating a relationship built on trust, patience, and mutual respect. Each meditation session becomes an exploration of the cosmic connection between your spirit and the universe, a dialogue that deepens over time and infuses everyday experiences with profound meaning. Over the years, I have come to understand that every transformative inquiry is rooted in the belief that the universe is not adversarial, but inherently supportive. It responds not to the urgency of your voice, but to the authenticity of your intent. Ask for guidance, and you may find that the universe provides not a direct roadmap, but a constellation of signs, a serendipitous meeting here, an unexpected opportunity there, that gradually illuminate your path. The process is much like assembling a mosaic. You receive seemingly unrelated pieces of information that, when viewed from a broader perspective, come together to form a coherent picture of your destiny. Thereby, every question becomes an invitation to piece together the mosaic of your life, to appreciate the beauty inherent in the diversity of clues that life offers. It is important to remember that the transformational journey does not always move in a straight line. There will be moments when your inquiries seem to yield no immediate response, when the silence of the universe feels deafening. In those instances, adversity may appear in unexpected forms. A setback at work, a lost friendship, or perhaps an internal battle of self-doubt. Yet these very challenges are part of the dialogue's rich tapestry. They compel you to look inward, to refine your understanding of what it truly means to be aligned with the cosmic rhythm. The art of asking, then, includes learning how to embrace the silence as much as it does the answers. There's a spiritual alchemy at work here. The pain of waiting eventually transforms into the joy of realization, and each setback metamorphoses into a stepping stone toward a deeper, more resilient sense of self. I urge you to experiment with different forms of expression when asking the universe, for each method offers its unique channel of communication. Some may find solace in journaling, where every written word becomes a tactile imprint of your inner life. Others may prefer the spoken word, perhaps reciting their inquiries into the wind as a testament to their openness. There is also the art of symbolic expression, through art, music, or even dance, where your body and creativity become the medium through which you speak directly to the starry realms of possibility. Each method is valid, each path has its virtues, and together they remind us that the journey of asking is as diverse and dynamic as life itself. Embrace these avenues not as mere techniques but as manifestations of your evolving consciousness. As our conversation continues, I want you to consider the regenerative power of persistence in your inquiries. There are times when the universe's response may appear delayed, perhaps obscured by layers of experiences or the lingering echoes of past patterns. Yet every repeated question is like a persistent knock on the door of destiny. With each inquiry, you chip away at the hardened layers of doubt and open the way for gentle, transformative wisdom. There is no such thing as asking too frequently, as long as each question arises from a deep place of respect and a willingness to accept whatever comes next. This persistence, however, is not about chasing fleeting desires, but about nurturing a long-term relationship with the cosmos, one built on the conviction that every ask is answered in its own time and way. I want to share another narrative with you, a moment of unexpected clarity. There was a season in my life marked by uncertainty and a pervasive sense of being off course despite my best efforts. In an act of desperation mingled with hope, I found myself one evening sitting beneath an ancient oak, gazing up at the endless canopy of stars. In that moment, with the cool breeze soothing the tension of my thoughts, I voiced a simple yet profound question. How do I align my scattered energies into a path of true purpose? It was not a demand. It was a heartfelt invitation to the universe to participate in my own process of self-discovery. Over the following weeks, life presented me with subtle revisions to my routine, new insights from unexpected conversations, and even quiet moments of introspection that gradually knitted my fragmented self into a harmonious whole. I realized then that transformation was always in play, and it was my willingness to engage with the cosmic dialogue that made all the difference. Now consider the inherent reciprocity embedded in this grand dialogue. The universe, in its infinite generosity, is continuously extending invitations to you, encouraging you to speak, to ask, and to be part of a larger co-creative process. Sometimes, the signals come in bursts of clarity, a moment of sudden insight when a problem long considered insurmountable collapses into a simple truth. At other times, the answers are more elusive, demanding patience and a renewed commitment to self-awareness. In every instance, the transformation that follows is not simply about the arrival of a new circumstance, but about the evolution of your inner world. This evolution, in turn, ripples outward, altering the world around you in subtle yet profound ways. I invite you to take a moment now to reflect on how your own questions have shaped your experience of life. Perhaps in your quietest hours, you have asked yourself the big questions without uttering a word. Questions about meaning, love, purpose, and the nature of existence. When you eventually voiced those questions, did you feel that the energy of your inquiry changed the texture of your reality? It is in these moments of internal reflection that you become aware that the act of asking is transformative by itself. Every question becomes both a mirror and a lamp, reflecting back your innermost truths and illuminating paths toward new dimensions of being. As we journey forward together in this dialogue, I want you to embrace a spirit of playful experimentation. The act of asking the universe is not confined to solemn, ritualistic moments. It can be lighthearted, even humorous. Imagine conversing with the cosmos as you might with an old friend, sharing dreams, voicing fears, and laughing at life's unexpected twists. This playful engagement dissolves the barrier between the sacred and the profane, reminding you that transformation is accessible in every moment, whether wrapped in the solemnity of a sunrise meditation or in the laughter shared over a meal with loved ones. Every moment of genuine inquiry, no matter how light, holds the potential for profound transformation. Every once in a while, life may present you with what seems like a cosmic paradox, a question asked in earnest that yields an answer shrouded in mystery. It might leave you wondering if you had spoken clearly, or if the universe perhaps prefers its riddles to be wrapped in layers of metaphor. Do not be disheartened by such enigmatic responses. Instead, view them as invitations to explore deeper levels of consciousness. Each puzzling response is a signpost directing you towards inner territories that have yet to be fully charted. In questioning, you engage in a process akin to peeling an onion. Layer after layer is revealed until you eventually reach the core of your true self. Consider also the notion that transformation is an ongoing dialogue. It is not a fixed point in time, but rather the continuous interplay of questions and answers, moments of illumination intertwined with periods of reflective stillness. There is a beauty in this endless dance, a dance that celebrates the fluid nature of existence and the interplay of light and shadow in every journey. When you ask the universe in the spirit I have described, you invite this dance into every dimension of your life. And as you become more attuned to its rhythm, you find that even the simplest of questions carries the potential to set off a chain reaction of positive change. Let me remind you that the process of asking and receiving is inherently cyclical. Just as nature goes through the cycles of growth, decay, and renewal, so too does your conversation with the universe ebb and flow. There will be times when your inquiries lead to swift and remarkable transformation, followed by intervals when the answers seem to retreat into silence, only to return more vibrantly than before. Each cycle is an opportunity to refine your understanding of yourself and the world around you. Through these cycles, you learn that true transformation is not measured by the speed of change, but by the depth of your engagement in the eternal dialogue between your inner world and the universal field. As you reflect upon all these contemplations, I encourage you to return again and again to the simple phrase, "Ask the universe like this." Let it serve as both a reminder and a promise that every question posed with sincerity carries the seed of transformation. Whether you are navigating the turbulent waters of change or calmly charting the course of your destiny, your heartfelt inquiries are the compass by which you orient your journey. With each question, you contribute to a larger, co-created story that is as ancient as time itself, yet as fresh as each new sunrise. I now invite you to make a commitment to integrate this mindful inquiry into your daily life as a ritual of self-renewal. Whether you write your questions in a journal, speak them aloud during quiet moments of reflection, or simply hold them in your heart as guiding aspirations, know that every act of questioning is a step toward a richer, more fulfilling existence. Embrace the power of your words, the clarity of your intent, and the depth of your being. For in asking the universe like this, you are not merely seeking answers, but actively inviting transformation into every facet of your life. Even as you listen to these words, the universe is quietly orchestrating a symphony of events, wiring together threads of possibility with the fabric of your own intentions. The transformation you seek is already underway. It is unfolding in the subtle synchronicities of daily life, waiting for you to awaken to its presence. So, with courage in your heart and a twinkle of wonder in your eye, step forward and raise your voice in inquiry. Allow the universe's gentle hum to guide your steps and inspire your dreams. Remember always that every question is a love letter to our shared cosmic mystery, a testament to the enduring power of hope and human ingenuity. I leave you with this understanding. The act of asking is not an end in itself, but the beginning of an ongoing relationship with the vast, compassionate intelligence that underpins existence. In cultivating this relationship through sincere inquiry, you unlock the door to transformation, a transformation that begins within your own heart and radiates outward into every corner of your life. Let your questions be bold and your spirit resilient. Embrace the journey, knowing that each inquiry carries with it the power to turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. May you go forth with the wisdom to trust your inner voice, the boldness to ask for what you deserve, and the grace to accept whatever answers the universe bestows upon you. When you ask the universe like this, you become co-creators in a grand cosmic tapestry, a living testament to the limitless potential that resides in every moment of authentic connection. May your life, transformed by honest inquiry and guided by the radiant pulse of possibility, become a beacon of inspiration for all who seek to find their own path to meaning and fulfillment.